It started on a quiet night when I was 10. I had been sound asleep, cocooned in the comfort of my bed, when I was startled awake by the creak of my bedroom door slowly opening. My heart raced as I felt the mattress sink near my feet, the faint pressure of someone sitting there. For a moment, I thought it might be my mom, perhaps checking on me or needing to tell me something. But when I opened my eyes, my breath caught in my throat. Sitting at the foot of my bed was a boy around my age, pale as moonlight with black, empty sockets where his eyes should have been. He wasn't just looking at me. He was facing me with an eerie intensity, as if those hollow spaces could still see right through me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, caught in the paralyzing weight of terror. Slowly, he raised a hand, revealing a small, black box resting on his palm. His movements were deliberate, hesitant, as if he were deciding whether to hand it to me. Trembling, I reached out, my fingers inching toward the box. "Give it," I whispered, my voice barely audible. The boy flinched and pulled the box back slightly, like he was unsure. I leaned forward, reaching out further, but then I blinked. When my eyes opened, he was gone. The room was silent again, save for the faint sound of my own uneven breathing. The spot where he had sat was now vacant, but the mattress still bore the faint imprint of his weight. I spent the rest of the night curled up, wide-eyed, waiting for dawn. The next morning, I told my mom. Her face paled, but she brushed it off, saying I must have been dreaming. Still, the memory haunted me. Years passed, but the boy was not done with me. Fast forward 5 years. I was 15 and sitting in my room with my girlfriend. We had been working on homework, and after finishing, she decided to nap while waiting for her parents to pick her up. When they arrived, I went to wake her. What happened next chilled me to the core. As I nudged her awake, she opened her eyes with a jolt, already staring at the corner of the room where the wall met the ceiling. Her arm slowly lifted, and she pointed directly at the corner. Her eyes were wide, unblinking, and just like that, she slumped back, asleep again. I shook her awake, my heart pounding. When she fully came to, I asked her what on earth she had just done. Her answer made my stomach drop. "I thought I was dreaming," she said hesitantly, "but I saw a little boy with no eyes, crouched up there like Spider-Man. He was just staring at me." I could hardly breathe as I told her my story for the first time. Her face turned pale, her eyes darting nervously around the room. Neither of us slept that night. 5 more years passed, and the boy returned one last time. By then, I was still with the same girlfriend, and we had a 2-year-old daughter. We were living in my old bedroom at my parents' house. It started as something innocent. Every night, my daughter would wake up at the same time, babbling softly in the dark. At first, we thought it was just a toddler's habit. But then I began to notice something strange. Her conversations seemed eerily repetitive, like she was talking to someone. One night, curiosity got the better of me. I playfully asked her, "Who are you talking to?" She smiled innocently and replied, "A little boy. He talks to me. He's nice. He's lost and looking for his mommy." The blood drained from my face. The next morning, I told my mom, my voice shaking as I recounted what my daughter had said. Before I could finish, my mom stopped me, her expression uneasy. "I remember when that happened to you," she said quietly, "and then to your girlfriend. I still don't know what it is." After that, neither my girlfriend nor I ever saw the boy again. But my daughter continued her nightly conversations with him until we finally moved into our own place later that year. To this day, I can still feel his presence lingering in the shadows of my memories, as if he's waiting, biding his time for the next encounter.